Well, what up, boys? Boys and girls and carbon-based life forms all over the world and the universe, by the way. Did I include everybody? I don't want to exclude anybody there. As long as you like knives, you don't like knives? Get out. Get out. Okay, so this one is by Maxace. You like that? Hey, I'm good. I'm bilingual. Whoa. And so, yeah, Maxace saves money doing that, doesn't it? They put out the Midnight Cat Studio and also the Maxace. But this is the Balance 2021. What? Hold on. Oh, my God. It's the Balance. The Balance is back, baby. The Balance is back. And it's back in M390. It's back in titanium. It's blue. It doesn't have to be blue. It can be silver. And White Mountain Knives has them. And I said, absolutely, I want one. I like the Balance. Check that out. And of course, as soon as I touch that, I think I'm going to have this thing re-anodized to a color that is less sensitive to skin oils, as far as, you just hit it with a glass cleaner and it's fine until you start touching it again. And then it alternative. Or you could have just stayed with the silver, dumbass. Oh yeah, I guess I could have. So this is the Maxace Balance. Whew. Oh yeah, baby. Come to daddy right here. She's a tough one too. She's a tough one. Pretty grippy for titanium there, huh? And pocket clip. And as good as pocket clips work, this one doesn't work as well as many of them. But it looking fine. It looking fine. If it's looking fine, it's all mine. That's my motto. So yeah, hold on. So once upon a time, there was a Maxace Balance. Look like that. See like that? And then there was Chan Aiden, the owner of Maxace, and he sent me a message because he saw this on my channel. He goes, why are you selling the clone of my Maxace Balance? They stole my design. I go, what? And so I looked again at the Honey Badger and at this, and I'm going, holy shamoly. It had never occurred to me. I said, hey, Chan, that's way smaller than this. Oh, just kidding. Okay. No, but I'm going, wow, I did not even catch that. Did you? But he was not a happy camper, because this one actually is, I guess, still in stock, but this is what is this, S35 VN version or something like that? Yeah, S35 VN version, but they had the first version that came out was not a major type of steel. It wasn't M390 or anything like that. And that came out from Blade HQ. And this is the current one from White Mountain. Although, 10% off, so that's about $30. You can get this knife for about $250. And then let's get on to this. This is the M. Remember the Balance M? In M390, I had one of those, did a video on it, 2017. But this is the original, right? And this was in VG10 back in the day, remember? Okay, but this was like 2015, something like that. It was back in the day. Was that, how many centuries ago was that? So it looked a lot like that S35. So VG10 to S35 to M390. To the Balance S, which is a little bit different than the old Balance design, isn't it? Okay, so this is more the Balance S, which is 14C28N, okay, and this came out in 2019. We're doing a whole historic thing, you don't mind, do you? Okay, and so This, you are a liar and a thief, you sneaking around, whatever. I don't know. It really didn't hit me, and I didn't really care either, to tell you the truth, that much. But there you go. This is more like this. And this was the Balance S 14C, but then the Balance M looked just like this, except it had M390, and it was just a tad over $100, I think. So that was really nice. I wish I still had my M, but this is my S, and I ain't getting rid of this. So that's my Balance S. And this now is another Balance. So now I can have the clone of the elder time. I might have to go back to Knife Center and get that one in S35 just to have the historical looking one, and then keep this. And so have those two, and then have these, the new gen type look thing going on. So, because I'm a freak for, you know I'm a freak, period. But a freak for Maxace and Midnight Cat Studio, which I'm planning on doing a video sometime in the next century on my Maxace and Midnight Cat Studio knives that I have in my drawer, because they're interesting. They're crazy designs. Sometimes they make no sense at all. And sometimes they're very sensible. I mean, shit, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, the reason that this is so wildly popular is because this is about as good, really, as you're going to get. Where's Frosty? I thought I saw you, Frosty. Get out here. So talk about like the ultimate sensible knife, right? Just for a moment. The Paramilitary 2 is just a great, sensible, ergonomic, do everything kind of knife, right? But this, as far as I'm concerned, is right there, if not almost better. Now, of course, this is, CPM M4. But if you're just talking about just blade shape, overall ergos, this and this, I mean, this was a rockin' like $48 too, okay, here. And then these are this one, is this 8CR? This is 8CR, and this costs more than this, or as much, right? Go figure that. And it doesn't have G10. It's got the cheap, plasticky, whatever they are, Zytel or whatever, FRN type scales. So, interesting though. But, talk about just a really makes sense, sensible type of knife, and yes, that's what this is. But that's that's only part of what Maxace does, because they do crazy shit, okay? And we all know that. And a lot of people say I don't like their stuff because it's way too butt crazy. It's like Mall Ninja insanity, but it's made of really good stuff. That's the thing. So this one is going back to sensible, isn't it? Okay, and so really, what's the difference? Okay, M390, but baby doll, they do look about the same size, do they not? Okay, hold on, let's grab this. Let's take a look. I mean, this is all kinds of cool, isn't it? And really nice fit and finish. Of course, Maxace does things like PMP knives, and they OEM other stuff as well. 3 3/4 inch, so that's 96 millimeters, so that's good size, and it's 4 to the back of the choil. And then, well, it's 8 3/8. It's not 8 1/2. 21.5 centimeters. I'm surprised it's not overall length bigger than that. But okay, so really that's stuffing a lot of blade into the overall package, and it's centered. It's got a positive feel to it. Of course, the design flow is great, and this handle's tall enough to really fill your hand up. And that's one thing I like about the Para 2 as well. There's some height here. It really puts something in your hand. Now this dog, I'll bet you, is more than 0.46. You want to bet? Well, not a whole lot more. 12.9 millimeters. 0.51. Wow, I thought it was more like a 0.54, 55, but it's not that. It's not that fat. I'm surprised. 0.15 at. Get out of here. Wow, that's almost 4 millimeter blade stock. Shite. That's now. Yeah, which begs the question, right? How heavy is it? Mommy, I don't want to carry it. It's too much. I do. I do. I'll carry it for you. Wow, that's not bad. Wow, I thought this was going to be more like, teetering up on 6. 5.28. 150 grams. Okay, what's this dog? 142 grams. So, get over here. Yeah, 5 even. And of course, this one's 4. So this one's, especially with these fat carbon Arctic Storm. That's why I call it Frosty. It's Arctic Storm. Yeah, that's basically 4 ounces. So Frosty, but you're good with that M4, aren't you? There you go. Have we lost ourselves inside of something that could have been a decent review and now it's turned to shit? But that's what it says. Bowler M390. The MBL, not the MLB. We're not watching baseball, okay? MBL 102. She's satin, maybe. Yeah, you've been satin around. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. You grab and go. Yeah. Woof. Okay. Yeah. She's got some edge there. So you're good. I don't think you need a tune-up yet, and you're looking fine. Plunge is great. Blade to handle length is fine. I mean, there's just so much about this design that I really like. Let me see if I can middle finger flick. Oh, I can do that. Wow, okay. Sometimes the detent comes in too hard, and you can't do that, but now, which begs the question, I failed it. Okay, I failed it again. Okay, I was trying to fail it, but just to see how hard that detent's going to hold. So, okay, that's good because then it still lets me do that, okay? Now, 25%? Not much better than that, is it? Yikes. No blade player lock rock. Yeah, she's good. I mean, they make a good knife. I like Maxace. I think they're in there with anybody. I mean, anybody. Anybody. For the third time. I mean, I was starting to think Wee Knives, Riot. They're there. I mean, this is tank. This reminds me so much of like the first type of Horizon D from Riot. You know how that, just listen. Yeah, I mean, that reminds me of that. And really, it's not all that dissimilar in design, is it? And I liked it. There was the Horizon A, the B, the C, and was there a D? But they were different, right? And those were the early, like, Riots, and this kind of reminds me of that and some of the other models that they had that were, that were like that. They just a kind of a real tank. And this is a tank. Ergos are good. Move up here, hell yeah, not a problem. Not that heavy anyhow. Where's my balance point? Right there. Pass through, easy breezy to disengage. And the thing is, there it goes, hit you in the thumb. So it's not going to come around and cut you. This makes it really fidget factor friendly. Like it, check that. Oh man, yeah. Pocket clip is nice. And I will bet you one thing right now. Number eights. They're great. And, backspacer's nice too. So I dig the blue with the contrast here. If these were gold, that gets a little gaudy. I think that'd turn some people off. But I think you could go with a blue and then stay with the silver. Oh, and by the way, now that we're doing this, but they come with a nice padded envelope. I like that. Hold on, let me get this out of here. And come here. Come here. I mean, you know what? I'll spend $250 on a knife like this. There's a lot of knives I won't spend $250 on, gladly, you know. But this one, it's just Riot tank good. Tanks a lot. And look at that. All kinds of goodies in here, huh? Including another lock bar insert, pivot, which is nice to have, body screws. You really got a whole setup here, don't you? I mean, really, I think you got a complete set of hardware, and then Maxace cloth. So, okay. Get over here. Let's get you apart. And number 8's all we need, because number 8 is great. And look at this. Even the pocket clip. Boom. Oh, what do we got under here? Oh, we're going to have to take... Let's see now. It's right hand only. It's right hand only. Okay. Well, that's the thing. On these knives, right hand only. It's the only way they really go, because they just don't want to machine an area into the scale. Okay. Let me see what we got coming through here. Okay, I get it. Okay, we do have a flat spot here. Well, we've got the logo here on the pivot. That's got to line up. Okay, so we should be able to kick this apart. Okay, we're starting. Let's try and be as gentle on this as we can, so maybe get our little fidget buddy in here. Well, okay, if you're going to be that way, I guess we're going to jiggle it back and forth. Okay, so there's the inside, and of course it's weight relieved in here, and you got your steel washer, just like that, and D shape on here. Yes, ceramic detent. Okay. There's the lock bar side. And here's the ceramic bearings. Right there. Here's your backspacer. Right there. Here's your screws coming through there from the front. Here's your pivot, and it's squared off there so it can meet that opposite scale, and then still center that logo. And there's your blade stop, and where did I just set you? And then there's the other washer. And we got everything took apart there. Okay, so it cleans up pretty good. You run a little glass cleaner on there. I guess I should have taken a Q-tip or something, but no, I didn't. Okay, so let's throw our pivot back in here, and that's going to have to line up like that, which means that the flat spot faces forward. And does it? Yeah, it does face forward. Okay. See, yeah, the inside cleans up pretty good. They look kind of weird when I pulled them apart, but that's just titanium and anno for you. Let's grab some juice and put this back together. And let's get our blade stop back in place. We took everything apart on here, so let's put this here. Let's put more bearings. Let's put this. And what else we got back here? Well, we're going to have to put this on here so we can put that. And then we've got these little doggies coming up through here. And I'm imagining that we got to throw that. I'm thinking, obviously, the longer one, I didn't really note that, but the longer stem here is coming up through, got to go into that pocket clip area on the other side. So it needs to be longer. And I think, is that about it? I guess we could do this. Oh, interesting, huh? Look at right there. Look at right there where there's a little, they ground a little notch there for the detent. Well, kind of give it a nice little easy drop to it. Or maybe that was the intent, at least. Okay, hold on. Line these up. Okay. Okay. We got it squished down here into our little D slot. So let's just get this done like this. Okay, that's a good positive feel. Now, let's see if we're all good to go. Got a pocket clip yet to line up and sit down on. That doesn't look too difficult there neither. And what you think? Oh, it's a thing of beauty and artistry. And it's centered. And we're good, yeah. And back to that Riot tank feel. And it does have a really nice solid feel to it. Oh, I've got what I have moisture on my hand. Beautiful. Get out of there. Okay. So we're all good. Back with the balance. Yeah. I'm liking it. I like the balance. I've always liked the balance. Definitely keeping this one too. But yeah, I may go back and get that early looking one that looks like this. You know what I'm saying? It was on that knife center picture. Because then I'd have like the early model, then this, then here comes the full tie. I'm a freak for Maxace. I got to admit it. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll love them knives back here somewhere. And you guys, hey, sub to my channel if you wouldn't mind, and stay sharp.